is home for podcasts, live streams, and unfiltered conversations. This is Dallas On Air.
On your mark. On your mark.
On their mark.
Welcome back to another Tuesday that God has blessed us to be here, to the On Your Mark podcast show. Sports, business, community, entertainment, and just the people's show. I'm your host, Coach Fly Flanagan. And as I said a moment ago, happy to be here once again. God is so gracious, man. He's undefeated. And he's allowed us, those that are here are listening, for us to be here. Little rainy outside. Little rainy. Y'all see, I was hungry. I had a hunger headache. And I guess I can give them some pub. Nah, I'm not going to call their name. They need to be a sponsor. But watch this. Welcome. Listen, and before we just dive into everything, congratulations to all the schools that have UIL, Texas High School, state track and field participants. May 14th, 15th, and 16th. They will all be down in Austin, Texas for the 2026 Texas High School State Championship in track and field. We are well represented by a few schools. And I say well represented by a few schools. And ladies and gentlemen, I witnessed them on last Friday. I went down to Commerce for the prelims. And then Saturday, checked out, down in Commerce was the 4A schools. And then out at UTA was the 5A, and then down at Waco Midway was 6A. And ladies and gentlemen, it was some running going on down there. But I tell you, what they really running up in H-Town, Houston. So Dallas, suburbs, be ready to go because they're running. It's going to be, like I said, it'll be May 14th, 15th, and 16th. So the 3A and 4A will run together on Thursday. 5A and 2A will run together on Friday, and 6A and 1A will be together on Saturday. So that's what it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the year. And we schools that made it, we are well represented by them. But we're going to have to bring it up a notch. Because, we are always the hunted ones. Everyone wants to defeat Dallas. But like I said, we are well represented. And to those that made it to the regionals finals, congratulations. Like I said, now the nonsense wasn't in it. Only 2 got out to go to state. But also there is a constellation for the 9th fastest time, because out of the 4 regions, only 2 come out, which makes 8 individuals. But down in Austin, there's 9 lanes. So therefore, the 9th fastest time out of the 4 regions will fill that slot. So somebody still has a chance. But again, that would be May 14th, 15th, and 16th. And like I said, 3A and 4A will run on Thursday. 5A and 2A will run on Friday. 6A, 1A will run on Saturday. Yeah, I'll go down there and get to see some real running. Because we hadn't seen no real running here in the Metroplex. And when I say real running, I'm speaking times. But I will say, that young man from Carter, Charles Anderson, he's a junior. He's running times, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, when I say running time, some other folks may be winning, but it's about times. This youngster's very, very gifted. Very gifted. And I'm waiting for him to just see him run all out, man. So I think he got out in the 800 meters, the 400 meters, and the mile relay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he really has a hard task. He has the 800 first. And that's 2 quarters back to back, for those that don't know. Then he has the open 400 meters. That's another quarter. Then he's going to have a quarter on that mile relay. So that young man has 4 quarters to run in the state meet. It's going to be interesting to see how he does. He can flat out run. So we'll be putting in those Lady Lincoln Tigers. They are putting on the show. Yes, they are. Those Lady Lancaster Tigers are putting on a show. Those ladies from Skyline putting on the show. Hear I say them ladies. And I mean they running times. It's gonna be interesting. We'll probably see a few records, because I know that Shadow Creek, and I'm gonna speak on the mile relay. And Houston Lamar, those that know about track, 308 and 309. And they ran on Sunday because the weather, I found out, was real bad. So they ran the prelims Saturday, and they ran their finals Sunday. And like I said, wow, ladies and gentlemen, 308 mile relay and 309, that's running. That's running. I think they said third was like 312. Hey, running. running. So you say, well, okay, 317, that's running. But guess what? It's just 317. It's some 52s on that. It's some 52s, a couple. And I don't mean low 52s either. That's what here in DISD that they have to get back serious about it as the track and field. Because it's about times. And I will say to you young men and young ladies, if you participate in track and field, you don't need a team. You don't have to be 5A, 6A, none of those A's. Just be gifted and talented. They will find you. Says one thing about that track and field. It has nothing to do with classification, how many out of them A's are. It's just enrollment. It has nothing to do with your age. Coaches, stop it. Just because there may be a young kid and if that kid is gifted, allow that kid to perform. Sports don't have an age on it anyway. Then you got some coaches pull kids out of their individual race to put on a relay. Now, can that kid help that relay? Most definitely. But can the relay help that kid? Most of the time, no. And then he or she has missed out on their open event. That's the sad part, where they had opportunity to perform individually. I don't get it sometimes. You're feeling the kid. And then they always say, I doesn't spell team. It does not. We does not either. But if all those I's take care of their business, we'll have a team. When they bring scholarships, offers to individuals, they don't bring the scholarships to a team. They bring them to an individual. And I believe individual, last time checking, starts with an I. What y'all think about that? Starts with an I. And I already said if all those I's take care of the business, you'll have a team. Yeah, I forgot to get chimed in over here. But again, a lot of getting it. And for those seniors, this was your last hurrah. If you didn't get out, I don't know if you did or didn't. But it's that time. And then you got 2 weeks. Here we go. I see my boy holding triumph then. Boy, Ronald Riggs. No. Checked in. Greg Harris. Don Burford. They're running 308 and 309. Yes, you're correct. Charles Anderson going in medal. Oh, he's a dog. This kid, I watched him last year as a sophomore. He caused havoc, and he's causing havoc again. This kid is really, really talented. So, I got a nugget. I know something wrong. I already prayed. I'm going to pray again. Man. Hunger headache. Have some? Nuggets. But, Derek Zeno, We'll see you in H-Town. In Austin. And then Zeno got some folks out. Houston is looking good. I remember, it'd be Dallas against Houston, Dallas against Galveston Ball, Dallas against Austin. Well, it would be some good rivalries. But we've fallen out. Ooh, but these girls, they have not. I'm not sure which boys. Sock girls are looking good. I need somebody to call in 469-708-8609 again. 469-708-8609. I wonder how the sock girls do over there in regionals. But I tell you, these girls, and they are running with times. We may see some new state records, and especially on Thursday, Lincoln girls, and then Saturday, Lancaster girls. I'm quite sure Skyline gonna push them. It's gonna be fun. Now 5A, I'm not sure. Little suspect. But I just know, and they've been running all year long. So, and that's what I like about Coach Bell over there at Lincoln. He allowed them to go to a couple of indoor track meets. He exposes them. It's about the exposure. And see, when you expose them, they get a chance to see things that are different, but also they get a chance to be seen. Your Texas relays, you got to go. Your TSU relays, your Prairie View relays. Listen, you have for all those colleges, universities that are there, them coaches, you're putting those kids on showcase. A lot of those coaches don't recruit from this area because they just don't. But if you allow them, if you put buts or if in the conversation, it allows you an opportunity to change that conversation. But if they can see those kids, man, they'll come. And I've always believed in taking the kids to those meets, man. And that's a huge stage to be on, too. Then you got some folks don't want to go. And I'm going to tell you something that I just don't believe in. Even though they may have changed up and, they say, district is the week after the Texas relays, okay? But then you'll go running another track meet because you didn't want to go to Austin because you say you're scared kids going to get hurt. Well, they can't get hurt running on another track meet. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. You cannot. But you'll stay here and run in a track meet. You still practicing every day, right? You can get hurt. You still want to speak hurt. But why speak hurt? Why not speak that I know you in shape? We can do this. See, I just want y'all to know a lot of times, more than a lot of times, it's not the kids scared to run. The kids want to run. Most times it's the coaches. And the only reason you feel that way because you hadn't rightfully prepared them. Like I say, don't speak negativity, speak positivity. And let them know, hey, man, we go down there. You're on a big showcase, man. This platform is huge. Huge. You never know what coach is going to holler at you or holler at the coaches about your kids, plus coaches. When you go to those big track meets, you get the chance to network as well with coaches. You don't have to be a coach Listen, it could be a brand new coach you never met before, but it's about exposure. Network. Now you got more avenues to present to that kid and his family, or her family. But now you want to stay here and hide. And for the life of me, that part about they may get hurt. Like I said, if you're still here practicing, if you're still here running the track meet, you think you couldn't get hurt? But I don't understand what makes you think they're going to get hurt if you prepared them. Right? Yeah, you got to be confident, man, and know you're going there to perform. Yep. I see my son. Rodney didn't check in. Tony Anderson. What, Red Oak Girl? Tony Anderson said Red Oak Girls are rolling. I heard that too. Well, it must be a girl thing, the Metroplex. Oh, soccer girls didn't qualify for state. Duncanville girls rolling. Somebody gonna speak on some boys? Well, I spoke on Charles Anderson. I'm gonna just have to call him Charles Anderson and crew. New news, coach, that was done to my daughter in high school. She was taken out of her individual 200. I remember when your girls were running too over at Carter. Run relays. She won district, made it to regional. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Then you take a kid out of their open event if they earn that. And here's the deal. Like I just said, can certain kids help a relay? Yes, they can. But can that relay help them? No. But you're not giving that kid an opportunity to perform and let it be on them. So you can go out there and run an outstanding leg, and the other folks don't. You in one of them old well situations. And it's not making the best decision for the team. See, if you know you got a donkey or two, a donkey is a donkey. A donkey has never been called a horse, a thoroughbred. A donkey is a donkey. You can put them on international, let the donkey run 80 meters, and the other young person run 120. And if it's a donkey, it's still a donkey. And you cannot hide a donkey at all. Can't hide it. But how y'all that's at home, y'all know what I'm talking about. That's why you're at home. But there's some kids may not ever know what they could have done if they were seniors when they were pulled out of their events. And since we're talking, well, I'm talking and eating, y'all forgive me. Hunger headache. There's freshman JV varsity teams. No time, not any time, is it proper to run seniors on JV. It's illegal. Plus, it's an insult to that senior. You can't do that. I mean, you may do it, but it's wrong. It's illegal. In the sports track and field in high school. Then some kids running in 4 races. See, if you're in 3 running events, you got 2 field events you could participate in. If you participate in 3 field events, you only have 2 running events you could be in high school. No time can you run, rule-wise, running 4 events. Just talking facts. Like I said, that's an insult to a senior, putting him on JV or her on JV. And guess what? Coaches, people looking at you. Because the kid didn't put him or herself on JV as a senior. You did. So all eyes on you. Yeah, Tony, I'm not going to sleep on Red Oak Girl. But I tell you what, Tony. You say don't sleep on them. You might have to dream on them. Because them Lancaster girls are something special. They're something special. So like I said, there probably will be some new state records because I know it's some performers that will be there. Now here we go. It's the first time it ever been 2 weeks in between the state meet. But you got a whole lot of time to fix. A whole lot of what you need to fix. Now it's probably not much more shape you can get in. They should be there already. But you can tweak some things and you can tweak some things. And here's the deal. It's no prelim. It's 1 run. That's it. 1 run. So when you line up, that's it. There's no coming back later. Boy, I saw some private school times this year. I said, what's that, coach? 4x1. I'm talking varsity. Running 44s. 45s. Okay, I know y'all didn't know track. Say, those were the girls, Coach Fly. Nope, it was boys. Boys, B-O-Y-S. No, I didn't say they had a bad baton chain. I didn't say that. I didn't say they had a bad stick. I didn't say they had a drop stick. That's what they averaged. Man, I would have been in the gym, definitely in the lunchroom, and then those through in the highway, found me some runners. Do you know how easy it is to run slow? 44s, y'all. That young man, Quincy Wilson, he would have beat a whole lot of folks by himself. He just run the open quarter. He run against that 4x1, and he would have won. Yeah, I figured that out. That's why I said, man, we got to get back taking this serious. But yeah, those girls, I saw them run a couple times this year. They're running. And honestly, I'm not attempting to exclude anybody. You can always call in at 469-708-8609. You see it strolling. Matter of fact, tell me who your team is. I saw some very disappointed athletes on Friday. But if you hadn't been running well all year long, what made you think it was going to change now or then? See, that track, boy, listen, it's so individual. And track really complements every other sport. But it's not one sport that complements track. That's just my opinion. But y'all, there's a lot of running to be done come May 14th, 15th, and 16th in Austin, Texas. A lot of bragging rights. Lots. So, don't say just one person you can win state. Oh, yes, sir. What's that kid from out of down by Austin? Tony. He ended up attending the University of Texas. From one of those schools down there by let me think of it. Tony, what's the boy's name? He played football too. But long story short, he won the long jump, the triple jump, the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and he anchored the 4x1 to a victory. Tony, it's right on the rest, right? This gonna come. Like I say, and he signed with the University of Texas. He played football as well. So, what I'm getting at, and they were a 3A school, but his times wasn't 3A. And all I'm saying is that one person can take you to state, coaches. Yeah, you want a team, who wouldn't? But at some point, you got to identify with what you have and who's going to do what, and then elevate that situation. And tell the mothers, you better come on. Because if you want to get better, you'll do better. Let me say that again. If you want to get better, then do better. But all that, because nobody don't want to hear that speech. Well, you got next. Do you really? Do you really? You got to understand today's athletes, parents or guardian, they'll pull their kids out of school and go elsewhere. Somebody might say, well, that's not being loyal to their school. Well, when you've been mistreated indirectly and directly, Lord, I don't know anyone that wants to lose. They want to win. So give them the best opportunity to win. The best opportunity. And don't be scared to reach out, coaches. to get some help. That's why they got the word call help, and that's why there is help. That makes you be very intelligent, very smart. You're wise to know you needed some help. But oh no, there's a lot of envy and jealous-hearted individuals. It is. And when you got folks that want to help, what I'm saying, want to help, they sacrifice their time, their energy, their monies. Yeah. Like I say, you got a lot of folks in positions of situations, but the conditions are not proper. Yeah, I notice I'm not fussing. I'm just talking. Yeah. Y'all tell me what team y'all heard about that was really getting off. I just told you about the girls. Carter boys. Representing. I think Skyland boys. I don't know if they got out. No, they didn't get out. No, they didn't get out. But ladies and gentlemen, I just thought about it. They ran Skyline boys. Ran 3:15. I think they got 5th. Or did they get 4th? But they was running 3:15. I'm so glad they put it. That nonsense, man. That area thing is nonsense. Folks advancing that. Some people just on the track team and had an extra week to not go in the off season or whatever. Go get a job. Do some extra homework or whatever the case may be. Oh, extra week. And they going to have on their resume, they went to area. That's a joke. That's a joke. I love some serious track. Yes, I do. We performed it, was part of it, and coached it. And you know the difference. Yeah, it's work. Like I said all the time, work doesn't get tired. People get tired of working. But they all want that shine. But they don't want that polish. They run from that polish. The easy way out. They hope they can do good. Why hope you're going to do good when you know you can go do good? When you know you can go do good because you're prepared. And y'all know I don't care nothing about nobody getting upset with me about this talking facts and truth. Okay, talking truth and facts. It's just what it is. I see it, still seeing it. Just seeing too much of it now. It's almost like it's acceptable. I ain't trying to be funny. If you're running 44s on varsity, I'm going to tear that relay up. I'm going to run open events. Relay for what? Run open events. We finna get better. Run a relay for what? Like I tell you, you know how hard it is. It's not hard to run slow. Yeah, I'm finna get in open events and get better. But I tell you what, there's some folks doing some good stuff up in H-Town. Them Shadow Creeks, Houston Lamar, Katie Tompkins. Was that C. King? Yeah, y'all tell me the rest of the name. I'm just saying H-Town. I'm not really trying to remember their names. But I love some good track. Riggs, it's a good track. You all need to Google it. I go to YouTube. They running, man. I love it. They're running. You have some coaches coaching. See, what's really smart, when you go out and get the right folks, they can help you to elevate. That's awesome. Yeah, that's real awesome. But some rather lose. And then I'm telling you something I don't care for. Okay, you might not care for me. And that's good. You had that choice. When other coaches say, I'm sure glad you said something, man. You know how soft that is to me. Glad I said something, but then you won't say nothing. You're a grown man with a family, or at least grown man, and you feel so belittled to open your mouth and voice your opinion. And that's a right that belongs to you. But as a man, you don't need a category to tell you what you can and cannot say. You're going to be a man about it. See, a lot of people are on a power structure. Man, be a man. You gotta, man, be a man. Just be a man. You get more respect like that. Be a man. Don't hold back. Especially when you're speaking of things to better the team situation. See, sometimes you got to juggle things around. You got to take some chances. Move some folks out of this position and put over here. Especially if you've been with them a good month and a half. Now you know what to expect from them. Okay, this might be better for this kid over here. You know. They get appreciated later. When they get upset, when they finish being upset, because they say they won the in middle school, they was a 100-meter champion. When they ran a field day, but anyway, middle school. And then so many other kids get so much better. That may not even been the show in middle school. had incentive to get better because of what happened in middle school. Or they felt the coaches looked over them. That story happens all the time. You never know what you have. You never know. But a lot of coaches is at fault, and it's not the kids, because the kids have to follow instructions. They do not go put themselves in events. I believe that's correct. You missed that freshman girl from Red Oak. I tell you who else got a bad freshman girl, Tony? Now she's a sophomore now. Sunnyvale. She is the truth. From Sunnyvale. She runs like she has something to do. Now, Waxahachie. Girls was rolling in first. Did they get out? They were looking good. I'm telling you, we're gonna see some state records fall. Because it's lining up. Michael Bernard. From where, Tony? Michael Bernard. What events? What school? What school and what events? See, Tony Anderson and Ronald Reed, them real track fans. Boy, I remember we would have the, like I said, it was only 1 week in between state, but 2 weeks now. We would have those state qualifier meets. Boy. Yeah, Robinson, boy, that's another real true track athlete. Yeah, we had those state qualifiers meets where you can tune up. And when I tell you, what nobody talking about, you might get hurt. That's not her first name. Azaria. Yeah, boy, listen. Those state qualified meets, man, they be crowded, and they run them up under the lights. And they wasn't running, watch this, you wasn't running 3A against 3A, 4A against 4. No, they lining up. All them A's didn't mean nothing. They were lined up. I mean, they run a whole track meet. That's what coaches did for us, and that's what we did as coaches. But, you know, I cannot speak on other school districts. But DISD have gotten so soft concerning track and field. So soft. I'm talking about one-ply tissue soft. Cotton soft. Yes, they have. That's why I say, and I'm not changing, because I don't need DISD. But DISD means to me definitely inaccurate system damaged when it comes to sports. and track and field. Basketball is probably the only one where we may get a group of different schools. It's not going to just be a few schools. And it's always the same schools. Sock, wears the jacket for football. All these schools. You can't get but one school that's balling. Yeah. All these high schools. All of these high schools. They should. I mean, why wouldn't you? What I'm about to say. You should. Because there's so many, and you can still have your home school. But you try dumb stuff, DISD. Start doing some small stuff. Why don't you have certain schools for football, certain schools for basketball, certain schools for track, certain schools for softball, certain schools for baseball, certain schools for soccer. I'm just saying, so you can build a dynasty. And just have the buses to take the kids to whatever location where their sports is, and then you bring them back to their home school. Oh, that's just an idea. And you got enough schools where you can have a 2A, wait me back up, a 1A, a 2A, a 3A, a 4A, a 5A, a 6A. And there ought to be some winning going on then. And it's just an idea. Because what you're using thus far doesn't work. And the ones that's winning are the same schools that win all the time. How is that? And you keep the same coaches around with a losing program. And then when the kid wants to transfer, you want to block them from transferring. But if you are offered another job, coach or coaches, you're able to freely go to that new job and start anew. You get a reset. You get a redo. But you can leave and go take another job. We talking about sports. But when a kid does it, or a family does it, y'all want to block them. And most times, as a kid, you didn't even use right anyway. I really wouldn't want no kid that didn't want to be with me. Say something else that has to stop. Because that young man or young lady going to grow up to become grown. Stop it. Let them go. Wish them well. If you coach your kids up, you can show them why they should have stayed. But I know I said something then when I said a kid wants to transfer, then you want to block them. But you can get offered a new job and you out of there. Some of those coaches, they say practice over at 6:30. They're on the parking lot at 6:20. But these nuggets doing the job, and my head not hurting no more. I'm just locked in on track, y'all. I saw some potential some kids that wear some schools that usually don't get any notoriety. And these kids on running individual races. And I'm saying, well, this kid is talented. You know? I noticed that the news doesn't cover the way. I agree with you, Riggs. It does not. Hell, I wouldn't cover no 44s. Okay. I'm not going to call his name. Somebody said, well, go fly. Now, this team, it ran a 43-9. Did you say I got quiet? You think I'm going to have a discussion because somebody ran a 43-9. They're closer to 44 than they are 43 flat. That's like trying to juggle a 52 and a 53 on a mile relay. The result's gonna be the same. It doesn't matter. A 52 and a 53 was our best chances. Not. Man, you're not slow. You got to be running around a 52. You got a whole lot of time to think. Yeah, they got the little girl, a little 14-year-old. She done ran 51.5. It's in middle school. I'm just talking facts, y'all. You want to hear it, don't listen. Get off the show. See, some of these kids, God gonna bless them to get an opportunity to go, get in college somewhere, walk on, whatever the case may be. And they gonna perform, and you're gonna say, you had that kid. But you didn't want to coach him up or her up. The ISD does a bad, not a poor, a sorry job when it comes to athletics now. I think it's all about what position you hold down now, this, that, and the other. No more Kincaids and Rabbit Thomases and Raymond Hollis, them kind of folks. Coach James, Coach Grant, Coach Allens, Coach Berger, Coach King. You know what I'm saying? Coach James, Freddie James. No more of them tight cats. Nah. Some of them coaches softer than the kid. Yep. Soft. Then they want to bully. I said, I want to bully. Bully the kid. Bully. Then you tell the kid, you don't need them. Can I give you what they say? I'm going to give it to you. Man, you can just tear your ass. That's what they say. So guess what? Once the kid thinks about it, whatever the case may be, or speaks to whomever, parent, guardian, and the kid leaves, now you want to block them from leaving. But your words were, tear your ass. So is that what you want them to tell your kid? See, I don't think about that. You messing over those kids. It's gonna come back on yours. Karma is real. Okay, you say you don't have no kids, you got other relatives. Just like if you're out there doing successful things for them and with them, that's gonna come to your kids. But I don't think a lot of y'all think. But I just told you one of y'all, I said one of y'all, not mine, one of your favorite words, tear your ass. You don't want to be here. Okay. The kid gets the okay from whatever authority figure at home, said, well, let's go. Now here you come. Are you trying to talk to other coaches, man? Give them a call, man. Tell them they need to stay. Man, you said tight. Man. Come back and bite you on it. The karma real. Now you have to physically attempt to coach. And you haven't been doing it. Now your athletes really don't believe in you. And some of your coaches don't either. Yeah. I want to say, Coach, I'm glad you saying it. Because you scared to say it. You cannot be scared of the truth. God didn't teach us to be fearful. If you don't care for what I'm saying you don't have to listen to the show, but take it up with God. Go tell God what I said, and He already heard me. And how and find out how that conversation gonna go. I use my platform properly. So you have to go and say what I heard. He said. Now I'm telling you, I say what I'm saying. Can I be wrong? I could be wrong about something, and I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna get it out, and if I'm proven wrong, then I'm gonna correct it, because I was wrong. That's not what most of y'all do. Yeah. I had a headache, a hunger headache. I got me something to eat. Headache gone. I had a solution for it. That's what I did. There's some folks at home that's not going to Austin that should have been going to Austin. Yep. Like I say, if you got some talented young kids, allow them to perform. Yeah. I say the truth. I also fly, tell the truth. Church. Coach Robinson, Gary. You would never run no scenes on JV. You respected the track too much. I guess that's an answer. Yep. 12th grader running JV. can you applaud that? Isn't that called cheating? What'd you say? See what you just said. How do you justify that? That's my point. You cannot justify it. But like I told you, it's definitely an insult to the athlete. What you saying to that kid, I don't think you're good enough to run up here. And you put him on JV, make him run JV. And y'all know, those kids know one another. They know one another. Yeah, I like that. Ain't how do you just? It's no justification in it. Oh, and you go, I won the 100. I didn't see you. Oh, it was on the JV. Participation awards. I'm glad I'm speaking on there. There was some track meets. They should have just handed out medals. Just go on and give them to them. You don't even have to run this week. Here's a medal. Take it home. Say the truth. Just facts. I remember when, as a whole, your Lincolns, your Sox, your Phelps, your Carters, your Kimballs, your Spruces, sometimes Skyline, been on Allen Ross some days. Trying to think something about W.T. White. They had a moment. Pinkston. I'm saying those names. You didn't know who gonna win. You just know it's gonna be some running going on at Sprague Stadium. Now, you already know who's gonna be there every year, year in, year out. All these schools, you can't tell me that there's no athletes over some of the other schools. But I gave you the solution. Pick out certain schools and let them be. Just these 3 or 4 schools represent football. These 3 or 4 schools represent basketball. These 3 or 4 schools. And I'm saying you're going to have different classifications. And especially basketball, we probably end up being, if we had 5 different categories in basketball from 1A to 5A or 6A, we probably going to get at least 3 championships, if not 4, basically every year. Yep. Track, same thing. Football will sure get better. Different levels, you know what I'm saying? Can't be scared to be good. I think that's a good idea. I would love them to sit down with me and we map this thing out, put a plan in place. And like I say, have a bus that takes those athletes to different respective schools. And then the bus that takes them back to their home school after practice. It's called an investment. Sock don't have no problem sitting on the throne every year. But you tell them we can't win a 5A champ, a 4A championship and a 3A and a 6. Yeah. But not doing the way we're doing it. Yeah. The phone number is 469-708-8609. Again, 469-708-8609. May 14th, 15th, and 16th in Austin, Texas, the UIL High School State Track and Field meet. Thursday would be 3A and 4A. Friday would be 5A and 2A. Saturday would be 6A and 1A. I wish some of the people from Funky Town would call so I can know what's going on over there in Arlington and Mansfield and Grand Prairie, just surrounding Metroplex, your Frisco's, your Planos, your Allen, so I can just know who's what. Who's headed 35 south. And again, coaches quit telling kids to tear their ass. Oh, we got a caller. Caller.
Coach Fly,
Yes, sir.
how you doing, sir? Thanks for taking my call.
Oh man, I'm good, man. Another true one to the truth. What's going on, buddy?
Man, I'm just getting to the house. What you doing, man? I'm hungry, and you sitting up here eating. What's that you got?
Say, man, I had a hunger headache, right?
I think.
And I had to do this, man,
So,
because my head was
Coach
hurting.
Fly eating in front of a man. What's that
I
you got?
offered everybody some. I sure did. Some nuggets.
I just got back home, man. I'm eating a salad, and I'm looking up that Coach Fly got a whole free lunch.
Man, listen. I ain't had nothing to drink. It's just some nuggets and some sauce, but it's doing the trick. It has done the trick.
Oh, so that's one of your sponsors?
I got a new sponsor, too.
That's one of your sponsors. You just hungry. Say, okay, what's going on with the track, man? I heard a little bit about you talking about the track, state track meet.
Let's see.
What's up?
Okay. May 14th, 15th, and 16th is the state track meet, Texas High School State Track Meet. 3A, 4A will run Thursday. 5A and 2A will run Friday. 6A and 1A will run Saturday. Okay, you want to recap?
Oh, is that recap? Yeah, I'm just tuning in.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna rattle it off.
I just made it home.
I'm gonna rattle it off, and I was speaking on
Okay.
many topics. Let me clear my throat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I said one I spoke on. So I was looking at some of the true track fans like Riggs and Gary Roberson, Don, now yourself, true track fans, I said now, you got coaches telling kids to tear their ass. Exactly, those exact words. So
What
when
do you mean?
when a kid does, now you want to try to stop them. You want to block them from going where they're going, but you done told them to tie their ass. Then,
Okay.
well, And then you got coaches getting new jobs, but they're able to go. You know what I'm saying? I spoke on that. I spoke on if they want to build some dynasties around I'm speaking of DISD. Definitely inaccurate system damage in sports. Take certain high schools, make them be your football schools. Certain one be your basketball schools. Certain one be your track, out of sports. And have a bus that takes them to those respective schools. And then when they practice over, have a bus that brings them back to their home school. And then we can start having some championships in different categories, from 1A all the way up to 6A. Sox don't have to wear their jacket all the time by themselves. I spoke on, that wanted to help me, man, because it was off the top of the dome. I spoke on all the girls that are going to state that are representing the Metroplex. Yeah. I really couldn't come up with no boy. I spoke about the young man, Charles Anderson from Carter, who's going on the 800, the 400, and then on the mile relay. I think that's 4 quarters he got to run. But he's a bad boy. So, I talked about coaches that you got kids in an open event, but you take them out to be on a relay. And like I said, can they help the relay? Yes, but can the relay help them? No. I talked about coaches running, some kids running 4 events, illegal. I talked about seniors running on JV, embarrassing, insult, illegal. I don't know. I think I covered that. So it's updated.
Let me ask you. So you saying seniors cannot run on JV? Is that a rule or something?
That's a rule, and it's embarrassing.
Okay. Yeah, because they're those seniors will win, and then the JV guys can't win, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, listen, I'm saying what I said, but the answer to that is still wrong. But I'm not going to embarrass that kid like that, putting him on her. A senior? And then, I spoke on I wouldn't even have a relay. I'm talking about varsity boys running 44s. I'm tearing that whole relay. Y'all running open events. What? I said me. We're gonna run a relay first. See, I spoke on when you have donkeys. A donkey is a donkey. I spoke on that. I spoke on juggling a 52 with a 53. Why? The result's going to be the same. I spoke on some real running, them Houston school running, mile relay 308s, 309s. I spoke on that. That's running.
Oh, we got somebody running 308 and 309.
You didn't see me say we.
Oh, you... Yeah,
I said H-Town.
I must have a delay in my phone.
Who do you know? Who do you know?
Delay.
I want you, since you're there, tell me who you know around here. Matter of fact, I'm going to get this one out the way. Carter on somebody around here, then dip 317. And it's a couple of 50 points on there.
Are you talking about DISD?
Yes,
not
sir.
The Metroplex.
Not the Metroplex. No.
Skyline and Lancaster went 314, 315.
And they got to stay at home. Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying, one of them gonna get that ninth place.
I think it's Lancaster. I think Lancaster got 4th, and I believe Lancaster got fourth and Skyline got fifth. I don't know what vice versa. I'm not sure.
But what
Yeah,
I'm
something
saying,
like that.
they ran 3:15.
Right.
Yeah. I love some good running, man. It's about times, man. I talked about not taking kids to Texas Relay, TSU Relay, PV Relay, because that's exposure for them kids, man. But I spoke on this. Oh, since they moved district up, we don't want to run because they may get hurt, but you're running the track meet here. So why you ain't gonna get hurt here? You feel what I'm saying? Why speak negativity, man?
Why they run district so early? It used to be like we run on the weekend.
Listen, I just told you.
That Friday, Saturday, now they got it in the middle of the week. So that does kind of have a conflict with the Texas Relays. Because if you run that weekend and then you have district, let's say you run.
If your kids are prepared to run, they prepared to run. I wouldn't care what day it is. But you'll stay at home and run.
Oh, I agree.
You'll stay at home and run in a meet. Right?
Exactly. My point is this. The excuse they're using for not going to Texas Relays is because they run district, and district is in the middle of the week. Well, why don't they keep district on the weekend?
There you go.
I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah. Then you don't have that excuse. Which is not an excuse anyway, because if you're running in a donkey heat, a donkey meet, and then you still running that weekend prior to the district.
Listen.
So, but it's the district, not Texas Relays. I thought it was Texas Relays.
Right.
It's the district, because if you keep it on the weekend, you'll have no problem.
Right. That's it. But when you got folks in there that's not really there, they can care really less about. I said earlier, we won't have no more Coach Grants, Coach Allens, Coach James. I had a list of them. Coach Berger, Coach King, Coach Hiley. You know, we don't have coaches like that. Coach Stanford. They really cared about track and field. They're not around them. Well, there's a couple around. I'm not gonna call my name. Yes, I am. Coach Fly Flanagan. That's how I'm gonna stop right there. It's a few more that understand the importance of this. And see them kids getting exposed to them different colleges, man, that's big. And as I said, even coaches could start networking with college coaches. And then you're going to have contacts, you know? Oh, no.
Okay. Let me say this then.
Please say it.
If that's the case, what you do is you bring back, you remember back in the day we ran in the Dallas Invitation?
That's correct.
We had
high school
and college.
Yes, sir.
At Lowe's. So if you don't go to Texas Relays, if you don't go to Texas Southern Relays, at least you have the colleges come here, and then you still can be recognized.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's
exposure.
Right. Exposure, exactly.
Yeah.
So why don't we have a Coach Fly invitation and then bring the high school and the college here, and they can get that exposure? How about that?
Hey, man, I like the sound. Can you say that? Repeat that again. You know, you can speak stuff into existence. Yeah. And the thing about it, like I said, I don't need DISD, but we can make that happen. Go ahead. Say that again.
Why? I'm going to go very slow, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we have a track meet, Coach Fly invitation, where we would have the high school and college participating in it, and the high school kids can get exposure.
Let me say this. It really ain't got to be called a Coach Fly. I just like the sound of it. I like the sound of it.
Well,
See, at Lincoln meet, Napoleon B. Lewis track meet, 3 years in a row, 4 years in a row, they allowed me, I put a 60-meter dash in the track meet and a 4x1, and I had all kind of folks to come back, man. You know, from Fort Party work, you know, Mario Westlaw, them man, the Brazil twins. It was awesome, man. But I think it got larger than the track meet itself. You know what I'm saying? Because I gave out plaques and awards. You know what I'm saying? And people was coming back to see all the folks they hadn't seen. Man, it was a beautiful thing, man. So what you just said. I like the sound. I mean, I can like what I want to like.
Only thing on that, you can't have boys and girls and JV freshmen all. It's just too much. You have to have an invitation where you qualify by time.
Yeah, and see, I had men and women running.
Well, you gon' well.
No, I mean, I see the first year was all men. Then the ladies said, "What about us?" The next year I put the ladies in. It was just beautiful.
Well, you can have one meet for the female, one meet for the men, and that way you won't be 12:30 at night running a track meet. You see what I'm saying?
Now we wasn't 12. Look, in this case, I think, like I said again, we ran a 4x1, we ran a 60, and then that's all I wanted out of them. And I was doing it to help raise money at the gate because people was coming and saying, and they did just that. You get what I'm saying? And see, my mom checked in, but I'm with, man, Chicago. Don't you know I have 6 different places that will allow me to have their stadium, and neither one of them is DISD. You hear what I just said?
Yeah, I hear you, Coach.
Rick say we need to.
The reason why Texas Relays is so successful.
Remember, did you see what Riggs just wrote though?
No, I didn't.
We need a creative district AD that cares about our kids. Go ahead.
I'm not sure they don't care about the kids. You just have to understand that.
I want to see you get out of this one. I'm gonna see how you gonna work this.
Okay, no. In order for it to work, you're gonna have like a 4-day deal. Because if you want to bring the college in, if not, then even with the girls, if you want to combine both of them and JV and freshman and all that, see, you can't do it all in 1 or 2 days. It's just not gonna happen.
I totally agree with that.
12 o'clock at night.
No, but see, we never got to the part where it was details. We were just talking about doing it. See, the process has to be put in place.
You mentioned the Lincoln track meet, and I thought you was going to try to bring in the college.
No. Only reason I said that was because they allowed me to do that, so I'm letting you know that it can be done.
I want them to allow you to bring in the college.
Yeah. See, it's something coming down the pipe that you hey man, you gotta understand, I'm even now sanctioned to do parades. Did it for Lincoln High School in 2016. We came down from Fitzhugh, Fair Park, Fitzhugh, down 2nd Avenue, down to Hatchet. I know they changed the names, but they still 2nd Avenue and Hatchet to me. And then fed the whole community and gave out awards, man. Come on, man. It could be done. Just think if we got together collectively and did it, what it could be.
You know what? Because you're my partner,
Appreciate
I'm
that.
going to say this.
Come on with it.
I'm going to say this. You ought to be sanctioned to have a parade, then you sanctioned to have a track meet.
Wow.
I'm going to put you out there.
Yeah. Wow. I'm definitely sanctioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Unless you're not qualified.
I'm too certified to be qualified.
I know that's right.
Yeah. Say, man. Yeah. Wow.
Like I said, man, I caught the tail end. I said, Coach up there, he didn't invite me to the, what is that anyway? Who I'm going to get the box.
What's that?
Chicago's. You got that from Chicago's? That food.
Say, man. They call them chicken nuggets. I don't really know if it's real chicken. I don't even know. I just know my head don't hurt anymore.
Your head, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it hit the spot, didn't it?
I mean, it hit it, man. I mean, I'm good, boy. I can see clear. And I definitely know what I'm saying. And I'm not taking back anything.
Coach, give me a rundown. What we got going in the state that you know of?
Okay, when you say, well, are we speaking Metroplex or are we speaking DISD?
I'm speaking. I'm sorry.
I said, are we speaking Metroplex or are we speaking DISD?
Well, let's go Metroplex. Well, if you go DISD, it don't matter. You want to go DISD, go DISD.
I'm just rolling. Wherever you want to go. It's not going to be a long list.
Well, I'll tell you what. I watched that Lancaster girls.
Woo! Yes, sir.
They made a believer out of me.
Woo!
Hey, man, that team there, that got to be one of the best
Chicago
all around.
I said
high school.
It's going to be a
ever.
new state record because it's lined up to be the right teams. It's going to be wicked. It's going to be wicked.
Man, they won the 4x1, the 4x2, the 4x4, the 400, the 200. And I think they got second in the 100. They got something second or third or something like that in the hurdles and or first. I don't know. They clown. They look good. Wow. They should win state.
See, that's just like when we had state qualifiers meet. It was nobody trying to run 384. Everybody just lined up. It was 100. See, that Friday night was like showtime. Folks were coming from everywhere to run and them state qualifiers meet. It was awesome, man. But you don't hear about that no more. And see, this year, it's 2 weeks in between state. That's never happened. It was 2 weeks in between regionals. But see,
I don't want to leave out Duncanville girls.
No, they didn't get left out. Just when I spoke on Duncanville.
They got second, but whoever's on the ankle leg or that 4x4,
Say, man.
However, I have to say this about Lancaster, and respectfully, not disrespecting any other legs, but that's second and third leg on both relays, on all three.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't know them.
Hey, we sat there and watched.
Yes.
We sit there and watched that together. Remember?
I know, and I'm saying, wow.
Say,
wow.
I'm gonna just put it like this. There was a couple of young ladies that made me think about Monica Davenport. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Well,
and that's running.
They kind of close.
Yeah, I didn't say it was her. I say think about.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's hard to be
it's hard to be a Monica Davenport.
That's a compliment to the young lady.
Yeah.
Monica Davenport. Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
You may not ever get another one of them.
Boy, Lord have mercy. Monica Davenport.
I owe Monica some money.
Monica Davenport.
Yeah, but statute of limitations, you know how to pay her now.
We have 6 minutes. Call Monica Davenport.
Oh, it's time to go. All right, man. You finna call her.
No, I'm calling Monica Davenport.
Go ahead, call her.
I just did.
She don't. She
Yeah.
don't know me.
Oh, she recognized this. What she meant.
Please leave your
Oh,
message.
Monica, this Coach Fly. Give me a call back. I'm just calling you from my other phone. Monica Davenport, give me a call back. We're going to see what happens. Boy, Monica Davenport. Chicago, it's a running.
Yeah, well,
These girls running. Huh?
Yeah, she don't know me. So,
But you know her.
yeah, I know her. I won a little change off of her.
You said you owe her some money.
Well, statute of limitation, I owe her anything now.
Uh-oh.
If you don't collect within that time limit, then statute of limitation, yeah, I don't owe anything.
Okay. You didn't get out of it.
Well, shoot, there's some people owe me some money too then.
Say, boy,
Statute of limitation won't let me collect.
we just don't have it. It's not enough people in place showing the right proper love for track and field in DISD. You know?
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you, Coach.
What's that?
I need this. I need people to understand this. We always talk about how track can help you in other sports, right?
Boy, you may think I
Understand,
spoke with.
other
Go
sports
ahead.
cannot help you in track.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what he just said? I spoke on that earlier.
Oh, did you? Oh,
It's okay. I sure did.
okay.
I sure did.
Because they have it kind of twisted. During track season, they have a kid playing this sport, that sport, that sport, and then now that sport is over with. Track is still going on. Coach Fly, can you help me with this? Can you wave your magic wand? And
Wait a minute, you want my help? Go ahead.
Well, they'll come to a person like you and ask you, can you help my kid now?
Talking about like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we too close to the
now.
state meet.
Too close to the state meet.
Yeah, he
And
would
they
get,
want you
he
to
or she
wave
would get
your
messed
magic
up.
wand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that task right there. That's a dangerous neighborhood to get in right now. You know?
And I think it's because we always says track will help in any sport. But
Hey.
any sport would not help track.
Ladies and gentlemen,
If that makes
did he
sense.
just
If
say
that makes sense.
a few minutes ago that he just chimed in? So he repeated what I've already stated, and that just lets you know it's strength in what was being said. Yes. Continue.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Man, that's ironic. See, Chicago, you spoke on what I've already said. God said when two or more said. Yeah. That's facts. Ooh wee.
You know how to ask this question. What do my Bears have going? I know they got something.
When I asked about the ladies, somebody already chimed. I thought the girls may have gotten out, but they said they didn't get out.
They didn't get out? The
Yes.
4x1 didn't get out?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know that for sure, but somebody commented on here and said they didn't.
Okay.
So, but
Wow.
I'm just saying the ladies have really represented, man.
I was told that Hal Mallett got out. I'm going to put it out there. If any of the former track alumni listening, we need to get together. And I know we can't go up there and help the coaches. We can, but they don't want us to. We need to do
What you
something.
mean they don't want you to? Oh, yeah, right. I get it.
Well,
No,
you have
you
to be
said something
certified.
right. They don't want you to.
You have to be certified. So my point is,
How
we
can you?
can support them in other ways.
Well, let me ask this then. If you were certified when you left, how can you be uncertified? It's like teachers that retire, right? And then they decide to come back and sub or teach. They don't have to get recertified, do they? No, they do not. Let me answer that for you. So how can you be uncertified, or why do you have to get recertified if you were already certified? But even more so when you overqualified to be certified. But go ahead, continue. I just want to speak on this.
Follow what you're saying, Coach.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of ex-alumni tracksters that's overqualified but not certified.
See?
But what I'm saying, we still can support the school in whatever way we can support them. If it's just on the sideline, just paying them on.
When you have the resources to be a help, you got what I'm saying? Now, there's no level above the professional level. Would that be correct?
Correct.
And I just had 2 youngsters just last weekend go into the NFL. One to the Cowboys, one to the Baltimore Colts. I'm just saying.
Oh, man, I'm glad you said that. Shout out to Malik Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
A bear to a bear. Yes,
Chicago
sir.
Bear now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still a bear. See, once a bear, always a bear.
Oh, here we go. He wasn't a Baylor. He wasn't a Baylor Bear though. He wasn't a Baylor Bear.
That's okay.
Oh, you just say once a bear, always a bear. I just thought I'd throw that out there. That's all. I'm happy for the young man.
Right on back around, still a bear.
I'm just having fun with you.
Don't have too much fun, because you know how I feel about my bears.
Yeah, well, you're going to get caged up.
I'm just saying, Chicago really don't know what they got. This kid is special.
He's very, very, very talented. And I'm just saying, listen, I'm excited because I remember watching him as a youngster over there at SOC, and look at him now. God said now it's time to bless him to another level.
He fell to the 4th round, and I'm like, oh, we moved up and got him. I say we,
Yeah, Chi-Town.
Dallas could have got him. They knew how talented this kid is because he played and won championship at AT&T. But I'm just saying, how you go to the 4th round?
Say, man, listen. He's in there.
This kid may be defensive player of the year.
MVP?
As a rookie.
Say, man, I wish him well. And what gets me, Chicago, let's go back to this qualified thing. If you're getting guys in the league, you know what I'm saying? It's the ultimate level. How can you not be an asset to helping? That's another story. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead, Chicago. I'm speaking.
I'm listening.
I'm speaking common sense.
Listening.
No, I'm just saying. You got some of the wrong folks in position making decisions. But it's power moves, and I'm gonna say it for the 3rd time. I do not need DISD. Definitely inaccurate system damage when it comes to sports. My word, that's my statement. That's my brand on that. And I know I'm telling the truth. They caused me to be the way that I am now. Because you know for a fact I turned down a whole lot of situations.
Yes, in my pocket, do too.
Yeah. But DISD, yes. But
yeah.
I won't hold my tongue anymore.
Now, okay, Coach, since
Yes,
you
sir.
put it out there,
Yes, sir.
did DISD do that, or did mean?
Really, Chicago.
Okay, yes. I just
You know, when you
want to put it
disturb,
out. I just want to know,
when you disturb my peace,
right?
I'm not accountable or responsible for what's gonna happen. You know?
So, and you got to protect your peace. You
Gonna protect
made
it.
that clear
Yes,
to
sir.
everybody.
Yes, sir.
Find your peace and protect it
And that's what everyone should do.
with everyone.
I said,
So,
but everyone should do
My
that.
question is, did DISD disturb your peace, or did somebody else disturb your peace, or was it a combination of both?
I'm gonna say somebody's a coward, cause nobody
I
want.
want to put it out there.
What I'm saying is some cowardness going on. There's some cowardness going on. It's some. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They won't show their hand. They will.
I want to hear a name, one name, two names, half a name.
Listen.
Give me initials.
They will not show their hand, so I give it to the whole athletic department. How about that?
Well, okay.
It'd be me against them. How about that?
People come to me, they say, "Fly now."
See?
Okay.
Yeah. Fly
like,
now.
nah,
I heard that Friday in Commerce. Fly now.
Fly now know better than this and that and the third. So
yeah,
I'm just saying.
And Fly does know
they
better.
Say Fly now,
but
so
see,
we can put them on Front Street too.
But listen, Fly does know better. That's why he don't do it. How about that? Well, I hear your answer. I just told you I don't.
The first name come out is Fly. Okay. So you guilty by association that you're not associated with. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to push you on out there.
No, I just told you. No, it's not. I won't give them up. I don't.
Well,
listen, they're cow. DISD. KIMBALL.
Okay.
I didn't ask to come back. I was asked to come back.
Come back to what?
No, listen what I just said.
Okay.
Man, listen, Chicago.
I'm listening.
Listen to this. What you really, 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 really need to hear. All of them are non-factors to me. How about that? Non-factors.
Oh, DISD them.
Non-factors.
Like they say, fly them. So you saying DISD them?
Say, man.
All of them.
I've been good to them. I've been true to them.
To who? To who?
DISD.
So we talking about DISD then, right? Not no.
Everybody.
No
okay, listen. Whomever fall up under the umbrella, I hope you get wet. How about that? I'm gonna say it again.
Let me do it, are you?
Whoever fall up under the umbrella, I hope that they get wet, soaking wet. I hope the umbrella turn the other way. Because guess who get hurt? The kids. You can't stop me from doing what I do.
You should have been a politician, Coach. Because every time I shoot something out there, you cut against the grain.
Oh, boy. That's why you my partner.
I love it.
Say, man, when you're speaking facts, listen, non-factors, man, And here's the deal. You don't have to stop anybody else from doing what they do. You just rearrange yourself and protect your peace. Karma is real, man. You know what I didn't say?
I heard you say something earlier.
What's that?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No.
I heard you say something earlier about have different schools, one for football, one for basketball, one for track, and then be a powerhouse or something like
Why
that?
wouldn't you attempt to do that when what you've been doing has been very unsuccessful?
Can they do that?
They do. They've been doing what they want to do anyway, haven't they?
Well, I mean, not. How can I put this? Academically, okay.
No, we was talking athletically. No, not academically.
Right.
See, they homeschool will still be their homeschool. We just talking about sports. Pick them up in the afternoon, take them to whatever respectful school, and then after practice, take them back to their homeschool.
But you got to have some kind of criteria where you can go over to that this school had that your school don't have. Something like that.
No, I'm saying they can stay at their homeschool for academics.
If I'm in special ed, and
you ain't got to say if.
A heck of a student. So in other words, I go over here for special ed.
No, Chicago, listen what I said. They can stay at their home school for academics. They just going over to the other schools for the sports.
But what's going to justify me going over there other than just sport? I mean, it has to be something else.
No, you missing out. You can stay at your school.
I'm just saying, they not. I know they have open enrollment and all that. I'm just saying, you just can't go over there just because,
Chicago.
You want to play a certain
Chicago.
sport.
I'm saying yes, they can if this is put in place. It's a whole lot of moving parts right now, but that's off the top. Your home school, where you take care of your academics. You will only go to the other school for sports.
So we're just going to move the whole goalpost, okay, and say academically you wouldn't make it at this school.
Have you taken your medicine? Have you taken your medicine?
Just for sports.
Chicago, have you taken your medicine tonight?
I'm just asking a question because I just want to know.
All I'm saying, I'm going to make it plain.
I know we have an open enrollment.
Now, forget all of that. It's a new regime, what I'm saying. Stay at your home school for all your academics. Nobody's going to, now, because of what sport you may play, you can go to the other school you're going after school for that sports. And that's it. And then the bus will bring you back home.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. No matter what, the only reason why you going to this other school is for sports and sports only.
That's it.
That's it. No.
Because those schools have either the football schools or they're the basketball schools, they're the track schools, they're the whatever it is, sports that it is, that's what it is. It's going to be designated schools for those sports. And now we can have a 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A representative on every level.
So how do you determine which kid go to that school?
Well, see, now I just said it's a lot of moving parts. Ladies and gentlemen, I see right now that Chicago, yes, it's a lot of moving parts. They were just throwing it out there.
That's what I said. We're going to move the whole goalpost.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, every now and then, sometimes a fish just don't swim in the water all the time, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it just floats. So y'all have a good night. Hey, listen, you have been listening to Chicago and the On Your Mark podcast show, sports, business, community, entertainment, and just the people's show, which was Chicago. And God saying the same. We'll see you next Tuesday. I've been your host, Coach Fly. And again, in Chicago. Love you, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, bro. Love you, man.
All right.